Hey guys, today I'm going to start a new kind of content for my channel, which will be education videos. I'm doing this as it can help me understand the content better and hopefully be able to teach others about the topics I'll cover. Today I'm going to be starting organic chemistry. I'll start with what is organic chemistry, the basics, which includes the prefixes, structure, what alkanes, alkenes and alkynes are, and how to name and structure them. What is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is a study of carbon-based compounds. Over 90% of compounds are carbon-based compounds. These compounds are bonded together by covalent bonds. Hydrocarbons are compounds made only of carbon and hydrogen, as said in the name. They can either be aromatic or aliphatic. Aromatic compounds contain one or more benzene rings, while aliphatic compounds are all other types of hydrocarbons. Aliphatic hydrocarbons can either be saturated or unsaturated. Saturating meaning it only contains single bonds, and unsaturated meaning it contains at least one double bond or triple bond. The prefixes for naming alkanes, alkenes and alkynes and others are important to know in organic chemistry. For the sake of this video, I'll show you prefixes from 1 carbon to 8 carbons. 1 carbon is meth, 2 carbons is eth, 3 carbons is prop, 4 carbons is bute, 5 carbons is pent, 6 carbons is hex, 7 carbons is hept, 8 carbons is oct. This may be hard to remember at first, but as you practice the questions and learn more about this topic, you won't forget it. Now for the structure. You can either use a molecular formula such as C3H8 or a structural formula which can be the following. Expanded formula. Every bond and every atom in the molecule will be drawn. On screen, you'll see me drawing an expanded formula for propane. Condensed formula. Instead of drawing every single bond and atom, you only draw the molecules in a chain, such as CH3, CH2, CH3, which is propane. Skeletal structure. You use lines to represent each carbon in a zigzag line. It is hard to explain, so I'll just show you the skeletal structure for propane. Okay, I'll show you the difference between an alkane, alkene, and an alkyne. An alkane only has single bonds in the molecule. An alkene has at least one double bond in the molecule, and an alkyne has at least one triple bond in the molecule. It doesn't get higher than that, since carbons can only bond with 4 things, and it can't have 4 bonds attached to the same atom. There are also general formulas for these. The general formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. The general formula for alkenes are CnH2n, and the general formula for alkynes is CnH2n minus 2, where C is carbon, H is the hydrogen, and N is the number of carbon atoms. When there is a double or triple bond, you must number the carbon chain so the double or triple bond is closer to where you start counting the carbons. If it is the same number both ways, you can choose either way to start counting from. This is important as you need to get the smallest number you can when there is a double or triple bond. Another thing, if there is a double or triple bond, you need to add a number in the name which lets you know where the double or triple bond starts. An example is 2-methyl-3-hexene, where the 3 tells you what carbon atom the double bond starts on. Now on to naming them by looking at the structure, then drawing them by looking at its name. This is hard to get the hang of straight away, so practicing it is the best way to get the hang of it. Organic chemistry is all about naming and drawing molecules, which keep expanding on what I'll show you. This is the foundation for organic chemistry. For the structure shown, you can see it has 5 carbons, numbered left to right. On the 3rd carbon in the chain, there is an additional carbon on it. With these, they'll end in -ile, but for a singular carbon, it will be methyl. If there is multiple methyl groups, then you have to put a suffix in front of them to let you know how many there are, which are di, tri, tetra, penta. I could go on, but you don't see many chemicals with more than 5 of these groups. Since this has 5 carbons in the chain, you'll have the prefix pent. This will be an alkane, so the suffix will be ane. To name this, you have to do it alphabetically. In this video, you won't be doing this, but in the future you will. Before I start, you need to know the numbers and letters must be separated by a dash, and numbers must be separated by a comma. With two words, you don't need to separate them with a symbol. Since there is a singular carbon on the third carbon in the chain, it is a methyl group. You name it this by writing 3-methyl, the 3 meaning it is on the third carbon, and methyl telling you what is on that carbon group. Combining these together, you get 3-methyl pentane. The same naming system will be the exact same for alkenes and alkynes, with the only difference being the suffix "-ine" and "-ine" respectively. This will be it for today's video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below or message me on Twitter, and I'll try to help you the best I can. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.